Tale of Station 109.1. Should get out of the way that Ron Gosling's in this fucking episode, right?
Yeah, for classic rock.
Yeah, he plays the older brother. Not only the main character, but I thought he was probably one of the best actors.
But Gilbert Gottfried's also in this.
Yeah, we'll go back to that as well, because I actually loved every single scene that he was. And I caught some jokes watching this last night that I didn't catch as a kid, which I also liked. There's some good ones in here. Stig comes in here blindfolded as well as shot to get in the Minute Society. And he keeps fucking with Sam's bandana, right?
I don't get the I didn't get the reference because I kind of watched these out of order. I watched Dead Man's Float, then I watched Jagged Sign. No, I watched this and then I watched Jagged Sign. And yeah, so like when I was watching it with the bag on his head, I was like, wait, why the fuck? So like
I see, he's being inducted, right?
I didn't know, yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
I like how Garfield in there says, "I'm not the one who rises to the occasion," and he's down on his... Yeah, all right.
On the seesaw.
It's gonna be one of those episodes.
Probably. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, well, Stig is pissed off. It says if he doesn't get a fair chance, he's out. And I like how he tries to walk away like he does just fuck away out of that woods. Yeah, well, Stig has an experiment because he asked everybody to come with their boom boxes, apparently, and asked them to go to their favorite station. It sounds like a bunch of noise. Then he yells for everybody, turn them off, and says that there's a lot of radio signals around. With all the invisible signals, there's no way to tell what may be hidden. A signal coming from some place that you never thought. Like behind the grave.
Beyond the grave?
Beyond the grave, it says.
Okay.
We're transported to our story now. We have some kid laying in a death-like state with funeral music going on. And I like this interruption because Bob just pops to this door and says, dinner's ready. Apparently this kid has some different hobbies other than jerking off to Pamela Anderson and, I don't know, playing N64. Well, actually, SNES at this point, right?
I mean,
this is like 95.
So Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh.
So who's the first celebrity you jerked off to, Ben?
Adam, I didn't jerk off until I was in the military, buddy boy. I'll say the reason for this kid acting all goth.
His name's Chris, by the way, in the episode.
Is that they don't go into it at all.
Yeah, well, I think you just go with that goth fair like some of us did back in the 90s.
I mean,
you went through it, right, Ashley?
Nobody
I did.
understands me.
I did it after Home Improvement when Mark went goth. Right, well, 98, yeah.
I did it because everything matches with black.
You know, I remember Ben.
I still wear mostly
well,
black.
I had this memory growing up. There was one incident where
we're all wearing black right now.
I thought mine was purple.
No.
And dark purple. All right.
I'm colorblind. It looks black to me.
I had this memory growing up. Ben went to the mall with my mom and sister and came back with like all this fucking spiked jewelry on and black stuff and like that purple hair dye from Hot Topic and shit. You got really excited about Hot Topic.
Blue?
Yeah.
It was blue? It wasn't purple.
Yeah, purple hair at some point. Not completely purple, but like tips.
No. It was blue, then it was turquoise because I watched it.
Actually, your son's like 12, 13 right now, right?
He'll be 12 in a couple weeks.
Okay.
No, a couple days. Shit.
What's the like insane thing for kids to wear nowadays at that age? I mean, do they have like a goth or
they
emo or
that
scene?
phase yet.
Oh, so that's like 13, 14?
Right now, they're still all trying to look like each other. I give it like 2 years before they start spinning off.
Because I don't see a lot of goth kids anymore.
Excuse me.
Well, that's because now everybody's all...
Oh, nice. Arnold's back there. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger on the podcast. Oh, Bob Ross is somewhere at this office. I just can't remember where. I think, yeah, I can't remember where we moved him to.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, I know where he's at. He's on the bookshelf in my living room. That's
Bob!
I know. Yeah. Yeah, we have the dinner table family. Nice white Canadian couple. Is Ryan Gosling from Canada?
Yes.
All right, so yeah, it's Canada then. All right.
I think.
I think the pairs just have generic names, but they're eating some nasty potatoes. What looks like shrimp. I got the kid. She's like, "Oh, what's great? Being buried." He's sticking his shrimp into that into the
Into mashed
potatoes.
potatoes, yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling is at the table. His name is Jamie this episode. But I like how the first this is Ryan's first acting credit, by the way. And in case you don't know who Ryan Gosling is, just look at your girlfriend's Pinterest or what she's masturbating to, and he'll probably pop up somewhere, right, Ashley?
No,
Oh, is that more like 2004 or 14?
I
Yeah.
wasn't
What,
not him.
what was his big? What was his big break? The
Notebook.
Notebook.
Um,
Notebook.
Notebook, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the last big one was what? La La Land. I know it's a few years ago, but
Was he think wait, yeah, Law maybe that was him because there was another one that was Bradley Cooper.
he's the Mister Get Your Girl meme, right?
Yes,
He plays first man
or the Hey Girl
movie.
one.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
man. There's a space movie coming out. It was a historical drama. He plays Neil Armstrong. So that's the absolute latest one.
So he's trying to be taken seriously now.
Well, we're actually about to hit the 50th anniversary of the moon landing here in July. So, all right. Well, yeah. Again, this is Ryan Gosling's first acting credit, but I like how Gilbert Gottfried is listed as the first acting credit in this on screen.
Because at that time he was the bigger star.
Yeah, when everybody knew him, or every kid knew him at this point as being a problem child.
Mhm.
And if in case you don't know a little more about Gilbert Gottfried, he got his big break in SNL.
And in case you didn't know, we did a review of Problem Child.
Yeah, on the Bombs Away podcast.
With Bombs Away with our buddy John, which
also, and also he was the voice of I haven't watched this movie in forever. I didn't know much a few weeks ago. It's Look Who's Talking too. He's the voice of something like that. He was also in Beverly Hills Cop 2. I don't remember him in that movie.
me either.
He at this time also he voices the parrot in Aladdin.
Yeah.
Iago.
Iago.
That's 92. Yeah, and he's in Thumbelina as Mr. Beetle.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Now, the Saved by the Bell movie, Wedding in Las Vegas. I remember it vaguely, but he's in that movie too. He's also in. Actually, this is later, but I like this movie. How to Be a Player, that Def Jam movie. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Whatever that happened to him. Fuck. I've heard that name a long time.
Jesus Christ.
The things we discovered this fucking podcast, man.
Yeah.
I gotta post this Instagram.
No.
Come on.
What the fuck were you even thinking last night? Posting what was this?
Oh, so night. It was that model Sask because that one girl was pretty hot. But
Hold on, I
first-
missed
no,
it.
no, the chicken and a biscuit.
because we had chicken and biscuit and from left over from my party here.
So fucking what? Like what was
But
this?
but who eats that anymore?
We do.
I mean, they're
Oh.
still available everywhere.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, Adam's drunk.
That's
Adam's
like
drunk, so
asking
he's
if
posting
Ritz
on Instagram
crackers are
chicken and a
retro.
biscuits. Like, Jesus Christ.
Like I said, we need content. Right? All right. Now, I thought at this point, when the kids talk about burying people at the dinner table and like in his room with candles around him, acting like he's dead.
He needs counseling.
Yeah, the parents probably should take.
Everybody needs
get him
counseling, yeah.
medication. He's also talking about killing animals and shit this episode.
Yeah,
So
like
what the fuck?
going to a graveyard and shit isn't gonna warp his fucking mind like that.
Uh-huh.
So, shit.
Jamie's outside in this next scene talking to a mechanic. So I think they live outside of a mechanic shop or something. Or the older brother works there.
I guess, or they're buddies.
Yeah, well, he's talking about all his brother talks about his death. He suggests, well, the mechanic says, well, why doesn't he do something to make him snap out of it? And there's this old school hearse next to him. It gets an idea.
Well, apparently, I guess, is that Ryan Gosling's like? Is that like his car, the hearse?
No, it's just it's a car that's there for the shop.
Because later on, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna work on the hearse." Like it's his. What are you doing?
Because that's his job.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. All right. So you just pour yourself a shot and like
I passed it over to you. It's almost done. We go through a half a bottle episode. Oh, by the way, it's your guys' turn to buy a bottle of that next episode.
Wow.
The distiller's right down the street.
I'll tell you what. If we get 5 comments, on this YouTube video, then I'll buy a fucking bottle. How's that?
Sounds good.
It ain't gonna happen.
Now, in this next scene, Chris is on this old ass computer. I think it said IBM on it, but the interface kind of like an early version of like Netscape, maybe. He's and it says playing Hangman. He has candles around him still.
Are you trying to get me drunk, baby?
Maybe I'm driving.
No, that's good news. So don't have a rehearse tonight. I saw one dead body tonight.
So did I.
Yeah.
Because you said it to me.
We're kind of fucked up people.
That's true.
Yeah, it's the only podcast where we talk about masturbation, seeing dead bodies, homicide, and puberty all in the same episode.
Yeah, but
And
not
the first time you
but
beat off.
but not at the same time.
No, there's
Yeah.
a transition.
You don't masturbate while looking at a dead body.
No,
That's
God.
just
See, that's crossing a line.
We had this joke when I was younger about oh yeah, you're goth. It means you jerk off in tub of applesauce to dead cats or something like that. It's like, what
What?
the fuck? Yeah.
I've never.
it's before my time.
Too. God.
Well, Jamie shares some of the keys to the hearse. Chris gets excited. Says maybe there's a dead guy in there. They're inside the hearse. They're like, well, guess how many dead people have been in here? And Jamie locks them in, and then from the outside, for some reason, sparks his fucking battery. I don't know how that works, but is that actually a thing?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's like he had the ignition turned. I guess he had it turned like it was going to turn on or whatever. And then like hooked up jumper cables and the fucking car turns on with like the radio's going off and like the windshield wipers are going. Like, all right, I get what you're trying to do there, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what the year was in that car because, I mean, FM radio was more of a thing that got really popular in the 60s. So if that car was before the 60s, it must like only had AM radio in it.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what year that was, but
they have the dark music, like that guitar instrumental music from dark music. It turns off ignition, and then the radio dials by itself to 109.1. So this is the station that apparently plays when the hearse starts driving, right?
right.
And the radio is for the dementally challenged. Is that what they said there?
Dimensionally challenged?
Yeah, something like that. They hear the DJ.
It's the dimensionally,
All right,
as in dimensions.
got it. Yeah, I hear a DJ talking about the show. Some guy asks for the way home. That's the guy who plays Old Man Corcoran and the asshole in the Film Place episode.
Is it?
Yeah, he's talking to Jamie, and then he disappears in thin air. Chris goes back home. How do you get that hearse?
He let him out.
All right. Yeah, he goes back on. He's hooked to the station. He's back at the old ass computer and looking up the call signs of it, basically. Now, at least this fucking show got the dials right because you notice that every FM radio station is odd numbers and every AM station is even.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you guys listen to FM radio anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, shit.
sometimes.
You're talking back in time.
Well, yeah. I mean, my Sirius XM expired.
Yeah, get on that or your Spotify. That's getting.
I mean, I still do Pandora.
Mhm.
So
Uh-huh.
shit, we were listening to Bayside Pandora on the way here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I have a Bayside shirt somewhere around here.
You were wearing it a couple podcasts ago.
Right. Well, he gets the last known address of the station for 109.1. And there's some weird people outside the station asking for the way home. Did you just saw white people in this episode? I feel like I say that every other time.
It's Canada.
Yeah. All right.
They just showed black people in the last one. Just enough to wet your beak.
Well, my favorite was Cap in that Trade Magic episode.
Oh my god. Dude, that got a lot of views. That Instagram
Nice.
clip. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I sound racist.
It's that more than that Old Man Corcoran episode because I like the line where you say, "Oh, he's white." I'm like, "Oh, I was surprised." Well, he gets inside this building for the station, and there's like funeral music playing. There's a bunch of people waiting on like numbers being called, kind of like Beetlejuice.
Yes, it was exactly like the waiting line in Beetlejuice.
But no one got the head shrunk, right?
No one got their head shrunk. And then there was like, it looked like a confessional, but it wasn't a confessional. It was just a window.
Now, whatever happened to Beetlejuice too? Because
They said it was supposed to come out.
I don't think that was real.
I mean, it's on IMDb.
Oh, well then I don't know.
Yes, it's follow up, but it said updated October 2017.
Like I don't
It
believe
was
them.
it was probably in development, and they just never uh they haven't gotten to it yet. But here we are,
And
30
truth
years
be
later.
told, even if they did
Yeah,
it, they'd probably fuck it up.
and I remember watching the animated show for Beetlejuice all the time in
I
the
did
90s.
too. I
Yeah,
loved that show. It
Yep.
was
Yep.
one of my favorite cartoons at the time.
and that movie like is I remember it was on Comedy Central a lot in the 90s and maybe even 2000s. However, like that had a huge cult following. A Tim Burton film, of course, and it
Mm-hmm.
spawned video games and a stage musical. Yeah, and it says on Wikipedia in 2012 a new sequel was announced, but yeah, since the air, I haven't watched the film in a long time.
Oh, dude, I could tell. Like
I
the
could
way
recite that
Jordy,
movie for
Uh
you.
huh.
yeah, the way Jordy can recite Dumb and Dumber, I can tell you step by step Beetlejuice.
Now in this waiting room, okay, this is a great scene here because Chris goes up and knocks on the window, and Gilbert Gottfried's character, who's unnamed at this point, comes out and yelling at him. And I love the lines here, and I don't know if Gilbert Gottfried was improvising at this point, but it
I
gets funny.
hope
He's like,
so.
you see the fucking sign, you see the sign, it says "Don't knock." Guess what that means? Don't knock. Things like that.
So
Uh,
wait until you're called, and then he shuts the
yeah, it's,
window.
maybe you have eternity, but you're on my, I'm on my schedule or something. That was a good line.
Yeah.
I don't think he can say anything and not sound exasperated.
Uh,
Yeah, and then
he gets the 90s slap bracelet. Remember those? He gets slapped.
yeah,
With the bracelet on. It has a number on it. That's his number to be called for death.
to cross over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He mentions going home to the next life. He starts to argue with him. Says he heard him in the hearse, and the guy freaks. There's some other guy freaks out, saying it's not supposed to go. He's grabbed by his guys in like black sheets.
Yeah.
He's thrown into a white tunnel, or I think they should have made like a fire pit or some shit.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's there should have been like two doors, but
Yeah,
I mean, but at the same point, like you don't want to start throwing religion in it, like okay, it's a white,
I
a
mean,
white light behind a door.
well, they went there in this episode. That's what it
Kind
was.
of. They
Yeah,
they kind of did. But at the same point, like, all right. But yeah, like this kid saying, "Hey, I'm not supposed to be here. This is a mistake." Like you see all these like 80-year-old guys like
yeah.
getting drug off saying, "I'm not supposed to be here. It's a mistake." So like for this kid to keep going to Gilbert Godfrey and saying, "Hey, you're mistaken. I'm not supposed to be here." Like he hears it all the time. Every time.
There's an evil laugh from Gilbert Gottfried's character, and Chris ends up running out and getting back home where Jamie ignores him. And Jamie's talking about this show. I remember back in the 90s, we actually used to be excited about fucking radio, right?
Yeah.
All shows. He mentions Clark and Ryan show.
Was it a real thing?
Maybe in Canada. I don't know.
We had something in Cowboy.
Whiskey and Cowboy in the morning.
Whiskey and Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I actually think Cowboy, I actually know. I think Whiskey moved away or missed it, but I've listened to FM radio. I got Sirius Satellite in 2007, so it's been that long 12 years. Now, he goes to hit his brother, and his hand goes right through him.
Yep.
Ma-
Because he's a ghost.
Or a different dimension, maybe.
Well, it's because the wristband takes off his everything physical about him.
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, he tries to take the bracelet off, but freaks out and goes back into the living room, but he's actually back at the station, sees the number of the bracelet, and he goes out the door, right back in. Like it's a continuous like blocking. So there's a parallel universe between the station and real life. He ends up in the DJ studio, which looks nothing like an actual radio production booth, by the way. There's like one turntable there, no glass or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a mic.
Although I did like this line here, I didn't catch it as a kid. Gilbert Gottfried's character says, "You can't come in here unless you're in the union."
Yeah.
That was that was a great line. Who wrote this episode? Tell me. You guys can do your research.
If it's Chloe Brown, it was
Did you
DJ McHale.
Yeah. Mr. Episode first. and it was actually Scott Peters who's had some hit or miss episodes. He's done a lot of episodes, but Fire Ghost, which we hated,
Oh,
Water Demons, Apartment 214, which we
that
loved,
was good.
and Omega Corporate. So
God
yeah.
damn. It's a mixed bag with this
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we gotta get him on the podcast. Actually, make a
Shit.
note of that quick, please.
With what?
A pen.
I
You're-
got no pen.
That's fine.
Nice.
Well,
You've
we'll
got
figure
the
it out.
desk right
We're all
there.
sober enough now that we fucking remember that.
We're still gonna play pool and get pizza later, right?
No.
What? No,
Alright,
I'm
man.
going home.
All right, see ya.
Take my pants off.
Comfy pants.
Yes. Sprawl out on my sheets and listen to Sting.
Or since he saw that Mr. Sked with that those two lesbians and that girl getting her ass eaten out.
Either way.
Right? Yeah.
I still didn't get to see, what was his name?
Well, I like how Gilbert Gottfried's character does that different voice because he's all like this.
Yeah.
When he's all regular.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and keep my I worked in radio for a while, so you got that.
He did.
You have the hype sports announcer. Hey, listen to this coming to the master when they talk fast. Or the cum just guy talk like this all the time.
Yeah.
But my thing, the thing I learned radio is just be your natural voice. So you have to be a little bit excited. It's why I'm on the podcast talking like this. When in reality, I would be more relaxed. But
Yes.
when you're hosting, you have to do that.
I don't think,
I don't know.
am I any different?
Yeah, a little bit.
Podcast. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Well, fuck it. Why not?
Here we learn
Just like outgoing.
Gilbert Gottfried's character name is Roy, and he. What I thought was odd, he placed a record at a station ID place. That wouldn't have happened in real life. They had cart machines at that point.
Yeah.
So that was another bad research part and the producing part. He keeps showing he has the wrong guy. Roy admits he's dead too. But he says, well, I like this slide also.
Face wipe.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Wipe your face.
I
That's
just
fine.
did.
All right. Roy says he's dead too, but when he was alive, he worked for the DMV.
Yeah.
That was a fucking great line.
So he can wait forever.
Yeah. Another guy yells that he has the wrong guys grabbed. But why hasn't Chris been grabbed yet? If he keeps him in, he's the wrong guy.
Because his number isn't up yet.
Okay. At 4 p.m. It's time for Clock and Ryan. So Jamie turns the frequency, but it keeps changing. And Jamie starts hearing Chris now. Mentions that he's trapped. And they keep looking for Daniel Carpenter at the station, who's the dead guy that should be in Chris's place.
That was in the hearse earlier.
Yeah. How do you get out of the hearse?
Who?
Did the hearse break down and it had a dead body in it?
No.
Then
I don't think so.
how Daniel got out of the hearse?
I think what goes on is when they die, they hear the broadcast or whatever. Maybe. And they never really say anything about it. But like they'll hear the broadcast and then they know where to go
Okay.
because of it. But for whatever reason, he didn't hear the broadcast and well, no, hold on. He did hear it because he went and talked to Ryan Gosling, but Ryan Gosling didn't know what the fuck he was talking about and dismissed him. Remember?
Yeah.
So yeah, so they didn't really put it all together, but yeah, it was all there.
Well, Jamie's has it at first, but Chris says he has to get to the station. Jamie hauls ass. He tries to call, I think, 911 at the phone. He's at the house.
It sounded like it, didn't it, when you typed it in?
Yeah. I mean, it only dials like 3 numbers.
Yeah.
And then he sees the old guy at the house again. He's magically, Daniel Carpenter's inside of the house. He runs, looks at the computer to see the address, and yeah, it's one of those old ass, pre Windows 95 web browsers.
Yeah. It is rough.
There's another fucking
Real.
episode. I forgot what it is that has some other old ass computer.
I
I know Renegade Virus had one, but there's
yeah.
one coming up that has an old one as well.
Yeah, Renegade Virus is terrible.
Yeah, we are, by the way, for our die-hard fans, going to do our top 5 and our bottom low episodes at the end of the whole run.
Oh.
So we have a little bit of time to wait. Now I got my list already prepared from shit we've seen so far.
I need to.
Although I actually want to get DJ McHale. We're gonna go to Canada. We're gonna interview him, and he's gonna do those 2 episodes with us.
Is that right?
Yeah,
What 2 episodes?
the top 5 and the bottom 5.
Oh,
I want to hear his input, and that includes the newer seasons, 9 and 2000, when he actually had nothing to do with it.
we need to get Ross Hall too.
Yeah, we'll go up there. Let's take
Because
Rich up.
About his
So back at the station, what? What's going on?
Dana Carper's behind him. He says, "Hey, he's my brother. He's not dead." Roy keeps not blaming him. He's about to throw him in this pit,
Doorway.
and he opens it up and throws his ass in there.
Yes.
But he gets rejected because he wasn't dead.
Right.
And so I like how he comes back and says, "Someone wants to have a war with you, Roy."
And he said, "There goes my pension."
Yeah, and that was a good line. And this is a mistake. I said it's avoided death. Switches the bracelet, and Daniel Carper goes in. Apparently, a lot of good life. Roy goes on about how it's only horrible there if you lead a bad life. So there was some spiritual subtext here.
Right.
In the next scene, someone says something about is not. They share this? Oh yeah, they do. Where Chris is now more vibrant. He's playing
Baseball.
baseball with his brother. He's out wearing all black. He's at his golf stage, and he lets that bug loose that's in that little jar.
I didn't notice that. But
Oh, yeah,
okay,
that happens. Because earlier he said how long it's going to take to die.
good. Right.
And he says, if you don't let me in after that story, you haven't listened to me. He's just playing with the radio while they're voting. But it's anonymous this time. He goes, yes. And he goes to try to hug Samantha.
Ross's girl.
Yeah.
Ross, the one that we just messaged. Well, you guys messaged him because my shit wasn't fucking good enough.
I just wanted to
and
know
Gary
the
I
Marsh-
don't-
apostrophe.
Nope.
Gary mentions the control home or both would be thrown out. But I thought Tucker's punk ass should have been thrown out a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, that runs up this episode. Final thoughts, everybody?
It wasn't bad. It was pretty good,
Yeah,
actually.
It was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I definitely like Gilbert Gottfried's lines in this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was
I loved it.
hilarious. Yeah, and we had Bobcat Goldthwait in the other episode, stand-up comedian, but the Gilbert Gottfried was definitely on top of his point
Yeah.
here.
It's always nice when you can watch something as an adult that you enjoyed as a child and still
Yeah.
be getting things that you didn't get then.
All right, so coming up next recording, we have the Mystical Mirror, the Chameleons, and the Prisoner's Past, all of which I have zero memory of. So this is
Me
this is a
either.
great one. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to go to shit like we did for season 1 with having some really good starter episodes and then some bad mid-season to coming back strong. But
Well, if this is the last season of the original,
yeah,
God, I hope. I mean, I know at least one is trash. I really hope that that the other ones aren't, because I don't really remember those 3 that you just named off.
Hey. All right, a few things mentioned. Patreon, please support us. We need help with liquor consumption, pizza, gas money.
Really, just liquor.
Yeah, we go through a lot of it. The other big thing you mentioned, if you have your own podcast and you have more than, I don't know, 10 listeners, we'll do a collab with you. This is collab season coming up here. So actually, wait, Ben, we should finish this season 5. And in between season 5 and season 6, we do a bunch of collaborations.
Well, then yeah, then they should be hitting
All right.
us up during this season.
All right.
Send us a message.
Yeah, and did you have any movies in mind that you want to do? Because we always do a movie in between season.
I'm sure I'll think of some.
You know,
I want to do Prehysteria.
Yeah,
I
someone
wanna
needs to
do
go
a
pretty stereo with us.
Prehysteria.
Yeah, I tell you, no, what I want to do is it's not corny or laughable, but it's one of my best favorite movies. That's Rambo 4.
Rambo 4? Rambo 4 is like 2010s.
No, 2007, I think. 2006.
Yeah, we're
maybe?
getting a
Yeah.
little late in the game.
Yeah,
for
but I
Rambo
mean,
4.
we enjoyed that fucking movie.
We used to do
I mean,
Rambo 2.
yeah. You know, I watched Rainbow 1 a few weeks ago. Yeah, I gotta get Rainbow 2 on here.
I love
Or we just go complete action and do Under Siege. We'll see as it go.
Or do Missing in Action with the Chuck Norris movies.
Or I know it's been done a lot, but I mean we enjoy this. So you have it on DVD, you have the fucking poster. That's Commando.
Commando.
Force
Oh
Ranger, yeah.
my God, I love Commando.
It's just so much fun.
I'll break out my fucking action figure.
What's that playing right now?
Keep it down.
There's people talking outside
People
my
working
condo right now.
here.
Yeah, we got a podcast on.
They don't care.
They're your neighbors. I don't give a fuck.
No, they're
Considerate
a bunch of Pennsylvania
bastards.
tourists, probably.
Anyway,
I don't think I hear them anymore.
Yeah, they went in the elevator.
we're about to go in the elevator.
Yeah, or they're about to be paper time here. All right, well, thanks everybody for listening again. Please subscribe. You have to admit, we're the fucking funniest Are You Afraid of the Dark podcast out there.
Out of 3.
Ben, please, let's get the camera and go out.
What? You want to take the camera out there?
I'm going to look.
I'm gonna ask him to whip his dang out.
Yeah, she's out there spying on him. Maybe it's a ghost. Maybe my condo's on
Oh
it.
my god.
Well, thanks for listening. Be sure to rate us. I don't care if it's 1-star review. If you give us a 1-star, we're just gonna call you the podcast. How about that shit? We'll call you on this such video. You don't have to listen to your ass podcast, do you? Yeah. Yeah, we had one person give us a 1-star review on Apple, but they didn't leave a review saying why they left a 1-star. So I have to feel it's something we talk shit on the fucking podcast.
Probably.
It's possible.
Yeah,
It's
probably
all
one of the
hot shit.
actors of one of those companies. Yeah.